parametric surfaces can be expressed using Desmos 3D really nicely, actually. Here I've got a paraboloid. We're also going to look at the cylinder. And then finally, we're going to look at a surface of revolution from Cal 2. So first, let's look at the paraboloid, what I've created here. I've used the expression, let's go back up here, z equals x squared plus y squared is our friend from before, but if we want, we can parameterize it using u and v. Desmos 3D prefers u and v, and so here I've just called the x parameter u and the y parameter v, and then it's u squared plus v squared. So what I've done here also is I've let u go between -10 and a, and v go between -10 and b. And then I alternately let it be a constant. Let me show you what I've done over here. So when you look at this paraboloid, I have the paraboloid here, u comma v, u squared plus v squared. And then I let u be a constant and v be a constant. I'll look at that in a second, but see how I let u vary from a to b. And what that does is it traces out, it creates the paraboloid as we allow for larger values of u, and then the same thing with larger values of v. So if you look at it straight on though, like this, just disregard the lines for a second. As a is created, as a is increasing, the u values are increasing. And that is, u is associated to the x, and that is what creates the image itself. Now, if I look at b being increased, then that moves in the v direction. And so when we put these two together, we get the whole thing. We can also look at traces of it by allowing u to be a constant and v to be a constant. Notice what I did here. All I did was I went up here and I went up to the edit list. I punched this little button here, and what it does is it automatically copies that. You don't have to rewrite all this. And then I put in my little brackets right here to create this, and then I copied that to create v equals a constant. So by doing this, what this does is it allows us to look at what happens whenever v and u are both constants. And so what's going on is you see how they're traces here, and really they're both parabolas that are being traced out. And the parabolas, because of this right here, if you study this, if you just pause the video and you study this, you'll see it. In the next video, what I want to do is I want to look at how I did the cylinder here and talk a little bit more about that.